All right. You've all been in communication with your fixer. For some of you, that's Louis. For some, not. Uh, in some cases, I believe just Blue. You've been speaking directly with Thomas. Everybody but Blue. So Ruban, Blackfeather, and Mr. X. The three of you are told that a community known as the Den has reached out looking for some runners who want to assist in some sort of big move they're planning to take out some enemies. You've all responded that you're interested, and shortly thereafter, your fixers will ping you and say to go ahead and get ready, and they're going to have the location of where you're meeting within the hour. It's currently about 1:30 in the morning, and you're
Okay.
probably home, but maybe not. We're going to find out. So, starting with Ruben, if you wouldn't mind, because I know you've done this at least once before, could you describe what Ruben looks like, where he currently is, and no, that's probably about it.
It's my favorite thing to do. Ruben, middle-aged, not middle-aged, 26-year-old white guy with bruises, cuts pretty much all over his entire visible body, and you assume everything that's covered up is also similar. Uh, and he happens to be at the Ale and Whale getting a drink because he had nothing better to do today.
Okay, perfect. How about Mr. X? You want to briefly describe your character, maybe what they
Yep.
look like, what they're wearing, and yeah, where they currently are.
So Mr. X is at one of his friends, Sherry Dawson. She owns a club, Club Penumbra, and he's currently it's kind of like a music bar, like music club, like, and he's sitting at a table listening to the music, and he's not drinking or anything because he knows that right away that he's gonna get called for a job. But Mr. X has hair that's like a sunset, shifting colors between red, orange, yellow. He's got a smile on his face. He's wearing just a suit and tie. Yeah.
Perfect. How about Blackfeather?
Blackfeather is currently at home. If you could look through his eyes at the AR that he's looking at, it's like several multiple tabs of web pages that are open that have Google results of how do you get infected? Do elves get infected? Is it just by touch? Because he had a quick chat with Louis and was a little bit mistaken about what the den was. It sounded very natural to him. And so now he's doing some very quick research and is going to get dressed up and ready to go in a little bit. And he's decided this is probably going to be a more rough and tumble place, and so is altering his clothes to look like biker chic.
All
And
right.
he has long black hair down to just above his glutes, and one long strand of it is off to the side and braided together with a bunch of black feathers in it.
All right. Cool. Very cool. So yeah, I mean, Lou will warn you as well. You know, the Orc Underground is not a place for you, but the Den has worked with our runners for quite some time, and they are genuinely good people.
I'd also be practicing what face I should wear.
Louis would recommend anyone that doesn't look like yours.
I will go for a generic human then.
Can you do something orc?
I have physical mask. I can do anything that I want. But Blackfeather has gotten in trouble for dressing like an orc before and not being able to speak Orzette.
Louis will put a hand on your shoulder and say good luck.
So, yeah, he's going to go for a somewhat rough and tumble, scarred up, not scarred up, definitely not Ruban level scars, but a nice generic human face with a good, nice long scar from the top of his forehead down over one eye and like a curved up crook in his mouth.
Don't know if to be insulted or.
All right, so that's the three of you, and we'll get back to you in just a moment. First, Blue, are you able to play for a minute?
Yeah, Blue is an 8 foot plus tall troll. She has blue skin, as well as often wearing white facial makeup. She has crazy big red hair. She has yellow cyber eyes. They're very obvious. She has on her left arm from the elbow down is a very obvious cyber limb, as well as see whatever her distinct feature. She's big bodied, as trolls often be, and carries a bow and or combat knives and a sleeping tiger. Usually not doing too much work to conceal them, at least not around Louis. Her outfit is covered with little bits of fur or hair, and often she's seen wearing like a necklace of bones. Could be the digits of fingers, you don't know. Decorate onto her outfit.
Cool.
One distinctive feature about her, she doesn't have horns despite being a troll. She does have tusks. No horns. Several facial piercings as well, and up her ears. She has those piercings.
And you were in the middle of hunting, is that accurate? Or was that just an
if you
offer?
want me to be, otherwise I could have been done with that by now.
Only it's been quick since your message went out. It's only been about 20 minutes or so, and then you got your response. So if Blue was going to make good on her offer, then Thomas, well, I should say the message that Blue received was very much different than the one the other runners received. Blue, having dealt with the den before, was contacted directly by one of their community leaders, informed of more of the situation, and was asked to help directly. Thomas would let you know that, as always, any meal would be greatly appreciated, especially lately as things have been getting difficult again. However, he's also asked that you could use your best judgment. We'd really appreciate the meal, but there's also going to be the need of bringing these people to the den, and Thomas can either give them directions or Blue can escort them.
Well, if you was asked me to go escort the runners, I will do that first, and if we get lucky, maybe one of them will serve as a meal.
Yeah, you can sense the reluctance in his voice. He's definitely too proud to say that they are very hungry, but yes, it seems necessary that they have an escort.
Okay. Yeah, I will opt to do that instead. We can deal with dinner later.
Okay. And so The three others are then pinged a location. Let me double check a thing. Yeah, you guys are pinged a location on 5th Ave and Pine Street, which is located in downtown. Anybody who doesn't have their head buried in sand would probably have heard of the location once you do a quick matrix search and realize it's the Lordstrung's department store. In blue, that's where you're directed to meet the other three, and you're given their runner names. Although I don't believe Ruben, how much karma do you have?
Right now I have 19.
Okay, you're given a crude description of Ruben, but the other two you only have their runner name.
Wait,
Okay.
is that
Well,
career
the-
karma or just how much?
Just your career karma.
Yeah,
Well,
I was looking for
Oh.
street cred essentially, which is your career karma.
24.
Gotcha. And yeah, the
Yeah,
three
yep.
of you find your way to the department store, and we could pick up there as it's late. You know, it's about 2 a.m.
All right.
Are they open?
They are not.
Well, before Mr. X heads to the department store, he because Club Penumbra is like right underneath his apartment. He quickly runs up and he figures it's gonna be kind of rough, so he picks up his armored jacket and all that kind of stuff. Takes off the suit. Figures it's not probably the best if they're a gang looking to enforce their territory. And then he heads over there.
All right. So yeah, you guys find yourself driving or walking or being dropped off near 5th Street and Pine. The streets are lit by the street lamps. There's some activity, people walking, but it's not as crowded as it is during the day. You can see the public transit still running, although nobody seems to really be getting on or off the buses. There's a gentle rain, but it's not inconvenient. Doesn't even seem that acidy tonight. Still a cool breeze, just a bit on the cold side, and you find yourselves sort of coming up upon each other outside of the department store, which has a large staircase that leads up to the set of glass doors, and then blue, you would probably be, standing nearby if you would like. There's the alleyway that you would have come out of that is how you get in and out.
Okay.
Do we have a description of each other or just names?
No, the three of you have nothing. You were just given this address and told this is where you go to start your job.
All right. Well,
Wow.
Mr. X is gonna like stand in front of the building. He sort of looks around, not really paying attention to if anybody's there, like Blue, for example. When he just lights up a cigarette and he just waits.
I was like, do I beat them there or
Yeah.
right shortly after? Alright, I'll come out of the bar after doing whatever business I need to do, and then find someone smoking and curl my nose at it because the stench is awful. Which one are you?
Mr. X.
Where's the other two?
Shrug my shoulders and just go, no idea.
Blackfeather is
Keeping me from
probably
my favorite activity. Sorry. Good.
Blackfeather's probably found a coffee shop nearby and has been staring out the window, waiting to see if people are congregating. Anyone who looks unusual and out of place would probably be runners, and I think that Blue would probably fit that bill. So he'll pay for his coffee and walk out across the street to go meet up with the other two.
I'm assuming I pull up around somewhere in my new car after getting lost at least twice, taking the wrong streets, and walk the streets until I find people that are congregating. Since that's normally how all these meetings start, with a bunch of people getting together.
Yep, likely anytime more than 3 people are sitting near each other, it means it's a group of Shadowrunners about to start a job.
Yeah.
So yeah, Blue and Mr. X, you guys see 2 people coming from either direction, walking towards you with some piqued interest.
I like motion with my cigarette, and I'm looking at Blackfeather in particular because his long black hair is quite with feathers in it. And I go, does he have feathers in his hair?
What's wrong with feathers?
Nothing. Just curious.
I don't usually like birds, but
He quietly talks to himself. Doesn't like he's making a mental note.
And I'll smile at them as I go past and give a wink and walk towards the alley away from the middle of the street.
Okay.
all right. This is all of us in.
I guess so.
We're not exactly welcome where we're going. A bunch of you are very small. Stay
Or-
close and try
or
not
some
to
of us are
stare at
very
people.
big. Oh yes, of course.
I believe you're currently speaking to 2 elves and a human.
Yeah.
Yeah, they all look very small to me.
Oh yeah, no, you're spot on.
I would be wearing a human face.
You particularly, they're not going to like.
Who do you say that to?
The Blackfeather.
What? Why? Something wrong?
Well, you're human and native. Most people don't like them.
Would something else be better?
Do you have anything less native? She'll just like run a hand around her face as if you should change like what you look like.
And I'll like run a hand across my face and change my complexion to be darker.
That works.
Is that better?
I can maybe get a human through. I can maybe get a Native American through. I can't get both. I'm gonna get stopped by Night Errant. Never mind. Yes, let's go. All right.
All right. I follow Blue into wherever we're going.
I look over to Mr. X and back to Blue. Should we change him as well?
What?
Elf?
So look up Blue as if she's or like Mr. X, like she's never actually taken a good look at him.
Yeah.
He smells. I don't even want to stand near the man.
Wow.
No, Elf is fine. This is humans. So point at the elf and like, remember you people left us. But that was a long time ago. I don't think anyone cares.
when Blue says like you people left us, Mr. X just sort of shrugs his shoulders and says, Yeah, we tend to do that. I just continue smiling. I look.
We'll just give like half a shrug, like that's fair. Yeah.
Do you guys?
So I'll lead them away from the department store, and I will take them instead down to a basement of probably an old Chinese restaurant that has a hole cut out of the back, and head into the underground.
Okay. Yeah. When you
Try to lead them away from the market, the tourist areas, right? And we'll try to head straight to the ghoul section, which I imagine is probably the low lifestyle of the underground, right? For a place that is a low lifestyle already, it's probably way worse down here.
Yeah, most certainly. Before you actually get to the OU, um, on the towards the Chinese store, I assume you like go down an alleyway or whatever to get to the back door to get in and get downstairs. There's it kind of startles you at first, but you realize it's not a threat. Sort of just propped up against the stone wall of the building on the outside, seated with a seems to be an old trench coat sort of wrapped around them, and then a quilt blanket over top of that. You see two people sort of hunkered down, getting rained on. They're using a bit of a piece of sheet metal as a impromptu like roof, but the rain's heavy enough still that it's sort of coming down on them. And as the four of you are kind of walking down that way, they kind of like shift their feet closer to them so as to not be in your way, and then to say, sorry.
When they say sorry, I just say nothing to be sorry about. Keep walking.
Yeah, they just kind of hunker together, but just sort of watch as the four of you pass.
Okay.
Let's see. Blackfeather whispered me a roll. I don't have the chart handy, but let me see really quick. Oh wait, yes I do. I forgot to put all this on my table. Okay. So with 3 hits, Blue, you don't have masking or anything, right?
No, nope.
What's Blue's emotional state right now?
A mix of concern for whatever Thomas needs, and also annoyed that I couldn't be out hunting right now to escort these people.
Okay. Blue's awakened. Blue, is any of your wear above alpha wear?
No, it's all quite less. It's standard at best, used at most.
You wanna roughly describe what it would look like or where it would be that they'd see the locations of such implants?
Yeah, if you look at my aura, naturally the cyber arm is just all black. So my beautiful, fantastic blue astral form, I have one arm that's essentially missing and just isn't there. It's just coated with this ugly gray. That is the characteristic of mundane objects in the astral world. As well as my eyes. It looks like my astral form no longer has eyes, and they're just replaced with these gray marks. Including with that, I think is my hair, as well as a general overall just my skin, and it just feels like my entire like astral form has this ugly like kind of gray shroud on it, which would be conducive cyberware that is at least lightly all over.
Yeah, and yet they are awakened, and let's see, a general
Yeah.
diagnosis of any diseases you might suffer from.
My astral form would definitely be a idealistic blue troll with perfect hair that's done in braids and also high on top. It's red, and I have these beautiful curling horns like a ram's horns that go back behind my ears. As far as diseases, there is probably I'm trying to think what the color is for strength 3. I think it's a red, like this little dots of like red that seem to infect my astral form, as if they are feeding off the magic there.
And when you
Okay.
pan your vision,
Characteristic of a virus.
when you pan your vision to Ruben, Ruben, do you have any alpha grade or lower cyberware?
Pretty sure I don't have anything except the data jack.
All right. And what is your current mood?
Probably excited. Get to go on a job and possibly beat somebody.
Perfect. And you are mundane, correct?
Adept, but I
Oh,
don't
adept.
have any PowerPoints left.
How did that happen?
Improved reflexes, enhanced perception.
He just
Oh,
needs to spend.
I
He
get
is
it.
awakened. Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah. All right. So you see the awakened qualities within Ruben as well. And then, Mr. X, do you have any alpha grade implants or left?
I do, yeah. Both my legs are alphaware. I have a smart link, my eye, a comm link is alphaware, and I have a voice modulator. That's also alphaware.
In your general mood at the moment?
Kind of like amused, or kind of amused with a little bit of nervousness.
All right.
Excellent.
So then you guys are led by Blue into the old Chinese restaurant, where she shows you the hole in the wall, and down you go into the Orc Underground. It's it starts out very cramped. There's a lot of ducking, a lot of squeezing. It's damp. The matrix signal is terrible. Almost immediately, anybody with a rating 3 or lower comlink loses signal. And Blue begins to sort of nonchalantly choose directions. You come to intersections, and she probably doesn't stop for more than a second to ensure that she's not turning the corner into something nasty. And she's off again and zigzagging through this maze. Would anybody like to try to follow along, or are you just letting Blue lead you?
Mr. X would probably be trying to, but whether he succeeds or not, I don't know. Yeah, he would be trying to keep track of where we're going. He likes to know how to get out of places.
Okay. Yeah, you can roll me a navigation check.
Navigation. Okay. What, grading 5 or no?
Yeah, you get the first few directions, but as you're continuing for the next 10 minutes or so, you're starting to think that you've been to this intersection before, and that now she might just be leading you in circles.
Okay. I don't really say anything because I figure Blue would know where she's going.
Blackfeather probably tries for it, but gets lost after the third turnaround, and instead is just paying attention to the people that are around, and just trying to soak in the mood and atmosphere.
Yeah, you haven't come across anybody in particular yet. If you've ever been in the OU before, where there's often sort of ornate carved tunnels and even areas that are fleshed and carved out long enough or wide enough to be you know buildings. This seems to be sort of a more private tunnel that Blue is currently taking you down. It's there hasn't been any signs of life yet. However, about 10-15 minutes in, you guys will get to an intersection, and Blue, to get to the den from here, you'll need to turn right at the cave-in, and then continue straight for the remainder of the trip.
What happens if I go left?
The area to the left is infested. There's a lot of wildlife and things like that have sort of taken the area from its former occupants. It's probably one of your go-to hunting spots if you ever need critters or components in that regard.
How hurried did Thomas seem like he was? Like, is it an emergency? Do we just need to be there eventually?
No, very very much so. They have a plan that they want to enact, and they just want your help with it. They're not being oppressed like they have been in the past. So yeah, you don't get the impression that they're hurried.
All right. I'll be responsible. I take the right path.
No.
I assume that I see Blue's emotional state get a little bit more annoyed.
Disappointment.
All right. Give me 1 sec.
I want to go hunting, but I will speak to Wolf and follow my pack.
All right, so I had to give control to the token. And let me draw the thing quickly.
Oh my god, the colors aren't standard. What do I do?
All right, you guys have control over your token.
Yep.
Yep.
Cool. Get in the Orc Underground, Ruben. There you go.
I'm in a wall, and that's where I'm staying, damn it.
So as described, Blue, this is the intersection you recognize, and you remember this one in particular because it narrows into quite a tight fit. You generally have to just sort of turn sideways here and shimmy against the wall in order to clear the intersection. And just past it, you can see the signs of the cave-in that took place, a couple of months ago. That cut off the more direct path to the den. But you know that from here, you just have to shimmy through the wall, and then continue straight, and it eventually curves back around.
Shimming. Continuing to shimmy.
And as you guys see Blue do it, you you take your turns one at a time. Blackfeather, you can feel as you kind of put your body there and begin to slide across the wall. You instinctually put your hands against the wall in front of you to sort of help you pull yourself through, and you can just feel sort of like this sticky just sort of moss that you're just sort of pressing against, and it kind of suctions a little bit as you try to remove your hand. It doesn't like keep you, but just you feel it, and you can just feel you can just feel the grime against your back as you make your way through this small passage.
As soon as we're through, I'm giving myself a makeover to get that cleaned off.
Okay. Are you gonna do it while you're continuing, or are you gonna slow down for a second and take care of it?
Oh, while we're going through.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll that up. There you go. Back to good.
Got to make sure that my my nice biker chic stays shiny, or more precisely, adequately and precisely worn.
Perfect. That's right. So as you guys come out from the cubby and look downwards, you see for the first time it kind of widens out. There's a couple of makeshift doors, mostly made up of sheet metal and other such materials that sort of block entry points. Some of which look like they were chiseled out. Some are just sort of roundish holes that look as if the rock itself has been removed. There's a fire barrel. Oh, actually, hang on. Forgot to actually put it on. I can't find the token. Yeah, there's a couple of fire barrels scattered about that sort of illuminate this area, whereas the rest of this had been mostly dimly lit, at best with emergency lighting and things, or torch sconces. Something kind of note is you guys see. Okay, Mr. X fell over. You guys see a pristine leather pouch, satchel. Really, it's about the size. It's about a foot long and a foot wide, and it seems to be almost brimming with something inside. It's sort of stretched as far out as it can, although the leather flap is currently closed. It's sort of laying by itself in the center of the floor. Surrounding it on most sides are just scattered garbage and things such as that.
Okay.
Well, that
Sure.
there looks out of place.
Mr. X just sort of nods along with that and he says, "Yeah? Well, maybe it's exactly where it's supposed to be."
What do you do?
I just continue standing there waiting for somebody else to.
So, Blue, where are we meeting these Johns?
To the south. They should be here soon. I think.
Blue, this is not the den. This is just one
Den
of
is
the.
pretty.
What's that?
The den is prettier. Doesn't it have all those pretty mushrooms and stuff?
Yeah. Yeah, this is just one of the more interesting turns along the path. You don't yeah. You know this is not where the meeting is happening. This is just along the way something interesting has happened potentially.
I will heft my bow and continue forward, sniffing the air.
Okay. Why don't everybody go ahead and make me a perception check. Blue, you can make yours a smelling check. Blackfeather, as for sensing the area, you can feel the area itself is under a lot of strain. There's a bit of a depression here, but there's no astral traps or anything that's really alarming. You get the overwhelming sensations of the underground, which may be sort of jarring for you as you open up that third eye, but there's nothing of note. Wow, look at that one hit on one dice.
Yeah.
That's a man who needs a pair of glasses.
Yeah, he really does.
All right. All right, I guess just the three of you. So Ruben, while you're walking with Blue and the others behind you, you spot, in addition to this oddly placed, pristine leather satchel, under a pile of trash, you think you see something cylinderish, and it seems to be much shinier than anything else down here.
Alright, I guess in my normal, uneducated stance, I should go find the shiny. Which, where?
If you look closely right here, you can see it. So you kind of jump ahead and start digging through the trash.
Pretty much.
What's
Mr.
the
X is just even more amused. He just sees this bruised, beat up guy just start digging through the trash, and he's a little bit confused, but he just sort of gives a slight chuckle, just shakes his head a little bit.
Yeah. So as you remove one of the big bags, to sort of reveal what it is, um, you notice almost immediately that it's less that it's shiny and good, and more that it appears that it was a grenade.
Now that's exactly what I was expecting.
And so that's gonna go off, and then we're gonna go ahead and see where this leads. Okay, so yes, Ruben, you're gonna go ahead and soak for me at a -4 to your armor, 10 stun. That's it's just for Ruben, as he kind of got excited and darted ahead.
Do I just roll 10d6 then? With since I have the -4?
Let's see. You have a body of 5, and you have a armored jacket and a mask. Are you wearing your mask right now?
Yeah.
Okay. So at a -4, that is 15. 15d6.
Oh, add the body to it? Alright.
Yep. Any soak roll, you get to add your body to your armor rating. Alright, so you're going to take 6 stun unless you want to edge that soak roll and try to reduce it some.
Yeah, I guess I should.
There you go.
Oh wow, yeah.
So the blast of a sudden concussion. Everybody can go ahead and roll a surprise check now, which is your reaction plus your intuition with a threshold of 3. The blast of the concussion, while directly on Ruben, he kind of shields himself with one of the plastic bags, which gets completely shredded. You manage to come out unscathed. At that point, several of the pieces of sheet metal fall forward or off to the side, and looks like everybody but Ruben and Mr. X. Is that right? Yeah. Blackfeather.
Yeah.
Oh, you even tried to edge. Bummer. Yeah, Blackfeather and Blue. Wait, did Blue roll? Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, I got 0 hits.
The two of you surprise slightly as this happens, and 4 figures sort of rush out from these doors, screaming and yelling and charging towards you. So we're gonna go ahead and roll initiative. So you can click on your token, and then in the upper left corner of Roll20, you'll see the button Initiative. Go ahead and follow the prompts there. You don't have to put D6, just put the number of the die, not the D6 part. Keeping in mind that if you were surprised, you'll be at a -10 and unable to act in the first pass.
Yeah, -1.
You rolled a -1. How'd that happen?
1d6 -5.
Oh,
+5,
was that-
-10.
Gotcha. Cool.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay, no, I did that wrong. Definitely do not have 6d6.
I think you probably put it in backwards.
Yeah, I definitely did put it in backwards.
Yeah, nobody can have 66.
There we go.
All right. Oh, is that the case, Blair? I thought it was if you failed the surprise check, you take a -10 to your initiative.
Yeah, it's only if you only you glitch it, you crit glitch it, then you get the -10.
Cool. All right, then yeah, you can adjust your initiative there, Blackfeather. Awesome.
Otherwise, we cannot directly affect, impede, or counteract the characters who are not surprised. So we can still wave at them. Still gonna just smile and wave.
Smile and wave, boys.
All right. So let's see who was surprised. It was Blue and Blackfeather. So, Ruben, you see the sheet metal doors around you give way, and standing in the doorways, you can see several large figures heaving with adrenaline. But you are quick to act. What would you like to do? Wait, did you roll a 26? Did you adjust?
What do I need to adjust?
He
Oh, no, you're
probably did
good.
roll a
You're
26.
good.
He's got massive
Yeah,
initiative.
no, it was somebody else that rolled 66, right?
Yeah, I was fine. That was X.
Cool. Yeah, you're quick to act. What would you like to do?
Scream yes! Because my last job had no combat except for snakes. It was not very satisfying. And I'm going to pull out my pistol and shoot at the closest one, which would be this guy.
All right.
This guy right here.
Let me. There it is. Wasn't my best shot, but I'll keep it.
All right, you get 2 net hits.
Damage is 9p. It's fletchet ammo, which I don't know what this.
Flechette adds 2 to the damage code, but adds 5 to the armor if they have armor.
Yeah.
So was the 9 factored in with the flechette ammo, or does that increase it by an additional 2?
It's on Chummer, so I think it does automatically.
Okay, cool. So then, yeah, so the damage would be 9p. Actually, what type of gun is it? Let's just confirm it really quick.
Remington Room Sweeper. Which is 7p, so yep, 9p. It automatically calculates it.
Cool, yeah, so that bumps to 11p then with your 2 net hits at a +4 armor. So we can type that in chat. That would look like that essentially once you determine the damage code, and then I will roll. So as you blast him center of chest, and he's still heaving and full of adrenaline. Looks like he's about to bear down on you, but he looks significantly wounded for his trouble.
Am I still able to drop down in full defense?
You sure can.
All right, then I choose to do that, and that's it.
Okay. Blue. That means you're up.
I will put my bow in my left hand and ready my combat knife in my right. And with another simple action, I will activate the foci and stand my ground. That's all I can really do.
All right. And now, Blackfeather goes. Blackfeather, you're up.
All right, so what can I do when I'm surprised?
You can still ready your weapon. You can drop prone if you're feeling it, but you cannot directly affect, impede, or counteract any of the non-surprise characters.
All right, can I cast a spell that does not affect any of the non-surprise characters?
Probably so, like a buff or something on yourself.
I think increased reflexes would not go amiss.
There you go.
Sounds good. So go ahead and roll that out. Keep in mind that you can then, I believe you get to immediately add those dice and modifier to your initiative score. So go ahead and roll that once you see what you get.
Oh, fuck me.
Ouch. 11 dice and not a single one.
Lots of 2s. Could have been a very bad increased reflexes.
Yeah.
And I don't suppose I can also. I'm at 9, so can I full defense as well?
Fortunately, full defense requires 10 initiative.
All right. Can I put on my mask?
That would require that cast to have been reckless.
Oh, right, I need to do drain. It was not reckless.
Okay.
So
then yeah, you're out of actions. Although you could still move. Hide behind
I'm
blue.
gonna go move close. I'm gonna move close to the person who looks the most intimidating.
Sounds good. You could feel you can feel a hand against your back, blue, and the hot breath of somebody.
Oh no,
who's-
I'm not touching the angry troll.
Sure, just the presence then.
Hate this angry troll.
All right.
The excited troll, and yeah, that is me. Also, I will just declare counterspelling if it needs to happen.
Yeah, sounds good. That's a good use of a free action. Go ahead and roll up that drain as well, and I'm going to move on to the goon.
I think I have a 9 as well.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. I sure do.
Did it put you on the initiative chart?
No, it didn't for
That
some
would
reason.
At least the only thing that I hurt was my feelings and pride.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, Mr. X, go ahead.
Yeah. So I'm gonna ready my my Ares Predator and then take a shot at, I guess, that guy over here.
Sure.
Um, oh, what?
That is just
Yeah, that's
116.
wrong. Yeah,
you
my,
just got to move the 6. That's all.
yeah.
Tell me how you built your character, because that's amazing.
I took a lot of skills, and yeah,
All right, 4 hits.
4 hits.
You'll get 1 net, as he rolled pretty well on his defense.
So that's
Yeah, awesome. You managed to catch him right in the collarbone. He kind of twists a bit and shouts out with pain. But you can see he's still determined to rush towards you here in a moment.
okay. Then I'm gonna, as like a free action, I just want to kind of move over here, kind of create some spacing so that if they throw a grenade, we don't get just messed up.
Yeah, sounds good. You box off the room, and then it's as you're kind of moving across the room that these people are mid motion, and so they're gonna
Yeah.
charge towards you guys as well here. Actually, this is the one you shot. I think he would like to hit you in the face.
Probably.
No, my meat shield ran away.
All right, and they will all take a swing at each of you. All right. So as they come charging out of the various rooms, wielding what looks to be like clubs and crude knives, they're gonna lash out at all of you. You guys can all roll me your defense test: reaction plus intuition, plus Ruben. You get to add your full defense.
Feather and I can't.
Ah, right. That's right. You are in fact surprised.
Well, as indicated by my actual roll.
Right.
I got 1 hit.
Give me that defense roll, Ruben, while I resolve. Mr. X, you got 1 net hit. All right.
Yeah.
Who's hitting you? Or cuts. What's he got in his hands? Is that a dagger? Yeah. Your defense first, Ruben. Unless that's 21 dice.
Yeah.
All right. You continue to surprise me.
Wow. He's not getting hit this time.
So
Just laying on the ground, just misses.
Mr. X, as a crude dagger comes your way, and it slashes across your forearm. You're gonna have to soak 7p at -1 to your armor.
That's, I just roll my armor plus my body.
Yep, that's correct, and then minus that total by 1 because of the armor.
Yeah. I wouldn't actually have the ballistic mask on yet, because I don't keep it on top of my head.
Yeah, sounds good.
So
Let's see,
that
you've
is
got 3 body plus
I have the armored
13
jacket.
armor.
Yeah, 13.
So that
Plus
would be
2 for my legs, so 15, so 14.
cool. Oh, you forgot to add your body.
Oh, I did too. That's right.
Yeah, roll 3
I'll
more dice
just
really
roll.
quick.
Oh yeah, I'll just roll another 3.
Cool. So that'll leave you with 2, and then that's effectively stun damage.
Okay.
Even though the knife's dealing physical, because the damage that it threatened, which was 7, was less than the value of your armor after AP, so it turns it into 2 stun damage.
2 stun damage.
Yep. So it
And
doesn't.
so to keep track of it on Chummer, I just click the 2 on the -1.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
And you
okay.
won't quite have that -1 yet. It's not until that third box that you'll accumulate that.
Yeah.
And it'll calculate and all the stats for you with that -1.
Okay, cool.
All right. For the 2 that can't defend, Blackfeather, you are going to soak for me 10p at -1. Wait, no, excuse me. 11p, no minus.
11p, no minus.
Yep, that's for you. As a club comes crashing down right on your shoulder. And you can decide if you want to edge that or not. And then blue, you are going to soak for me. We got 3 hits. That will be also 11p, but at a -1 as he sticks you with a knife.
I will also apologize for backseat jamming. You were 100% correct. You do take a -10 on failure to surprise checks.
It's all good.
It's like an additional -10 though if you get a critical surprise. It's crazy. Anywho, I don't have my mask on or anything like that either. I don't even have my forearm guards right now, looks like, so I've got 24, 23. Yeah, so control stuff.
Yeah, it's like I don't have this, or this,
Yeah.
so I just have 1,000,000 armor.
Yeah.
So I'll take 3 stun damage.
All right, so yeah, he gets you right in the gut, and his eyes kind of go wide as he does too. Being this close now, he maybe realizes something. Blackfeather, what did you take? You ended up taking 6.
Yep.
That would be physical as well for you, by the way.
Excellent.
Wait, no, maybe. What's your body score?
3.
No, excuse me. Yeah, then 6 stun.
Damn it. I can't heal that.
Ouch.
This is probably a good time to mention you can spend a point of edge to not be surprised, but we're kind of past that, aren't we?
I feel like it was a good bargain. You guys got to act, but you.
Sure.
Yeah.
For on the astral, are these guys lining up? They don't seem to like. I don't see any spirits or something just generally hanging around with them.
No, there was nothing. There was nothing alarming on the astral. These seem like real people, and you don't see anything else hiding on the astral now.
And they don't look like anyone I recognize.
You haven't really taken a moment to look at them.
Where?
It's dark. They've got their jackets on, and it's the middle
Do
of
they
combat.
smell?
Well, you never rolled me that perception check. I asked for it, but then
I did. It was 7. I
Did
rolled
you?
7 dice. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you
100%.
didn't success. I don't think you
I don't
got
think
any
I did very
successes.
well. I got 2 hits on sniffing.
2 hits on sniffing. No, I don't think you'd recognize any of these by their scent.
Alright.
Probably just the opposite. Actually, yeah, you would recognize something. I'm gonna whisper it to you as we move on to Ruban.
Okay. I'm really surprised for a combat pass, right? First pass.
Correct. It's just the first pass of the turn.
All right. I'm going to pull out my handy dandy stun baton and smash the orc closest to me because the one that I shot decided to ignore me.
All right, swing away.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm edging that. Son of a bitch.
All right, good use of edge. You got one net hit.
I am not the fastest at this. I am sorry. 9s minus 5 AP.
What was this? Your stomach? With
Yep.
so with one net hit, that'll actually bump that to 10s because you get to add that to the damage code.
Right.
And then minus 5. You got that. Oh, you also have well, you guys both have a reach. That's why. Wow, 6 damage is just the number of the day apparently.
yeah. Is that like 3 in a row?
Yeah, 3 in
Six
a row
damage.
has resulted to 6 damage on different types of soak rolls as well. Yeah, so you let out a crack and he yelps as you release the electric current into him. He kind of like stumbles backwards and sort of grabs the wound, somewhat in a daze. You've definitely slowed him down. That brings us to Blue then, who's now aware of the situation around her.
Good. I'm gonna stab a bitch.
All right, Blackfeather's kind of a bitch. You wanna switch sides?
Nah. I'm just gonna go for the guy in front of me. I guess he's got reach on me too. It's a troll, right?
Let me double check because he is only using a knife, which I don't think gives a reach.
I just have a knife, so as long as he's got the same reach as I do.
He has a reach of 1.
Yeah, I do too. So.
Yep, so that gives
All right. I will.
He's also wounded
combat
too. You
knife
can
him.
see. You can see a gunshot wound, bleeding stuff.
Give him a good stab.
3 net hits.
Be 10p minus 3.
Watch. 6 damage incoming.
that'd be fun. Let's see, minus 3.
Oh, 5 damage.
You jinxed it.
yeah, I did. Oh well.
All right, that was with your knife. So yeah, he still has his knife like sort of sticking into your gut, and you just kind of take yours and jam it into the same spot on him, and the both of you are kind of staring at each other, menacingly growling. He looks incredibly wounded at this point. All right, let's go ahead and reroll initiative. So click on your token and use that initiative button in the corner.
Oh, wow, shit. Nice.
Hmm. Oh, no, I didn't. I did that wrong.
I would like to spend a point of edge.
What for, good sir?
Nothing, apparently. Oh, the wound modifier I should not have put in there as a
Yeah, you
minus.
don't put the negative.
Oh yeah, you just put the number.
We're gonna do another GM post about macros soon. They all have different macros.
Man, so can I keep that roll?
Yeah, totally. You just mouse over it and add the dice appropriately.
Great.
Good roll.
3 6s and a 5.
Oh man, that was a very good roll. Yeah.
Yeah, very good. We all rolled pretty well on
Yeah, so go ahead and count that up on your fingers and toes, and you should be able to hand punch in the number on the initiative tracker if you just hover over your 0. How did I roll a 12? Where did that happen?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's the one unwounded guy. Yeah, perfect. The only healthy guy rolled as best as he could. Cool.
I'm winning.
Yeah, Ruben, you're still first to act. Carry on.
Since he stepped back, I'm going to step forward and hit him again with the stun baton.
Do it.
Nice. Get him.
Wow, 2 net hits. He rolled well on his defense.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. Do you want to describe how you hit this man? What brings him down? He goes unconscious with this blow.
I'd probably smack him across the face, laughing gleefully because I got to hit something and shoot things. And as he fucking takes the fucking pounding to the face from the stun baton, he twirls like a ballerina, which just sets me off giggling more. And then falls face flat.
Awesome. And yeah, you're a little wounded, right?
No.
Oh no, that's right. You soaked the flashbang completely.
And I'm going
Yeah.
to drop full defense after that, just in case.
Oh, you're gonna full defense then. You can you can choose as an interrupt action. You can choose to full defense. So if you'd like, you can hang on to it essentially until you see if you're attacked. If you want to use it then, or you could preemptively do it. It's totally your call.
Your full defense only lasts till the end of the combat turn, so you would need to full defense again for this turn, basically.
But yeah,
Yeah.
that's what he was saying. He was
Yeah.
gonna do that.
I didn't want to. I'm not sure about the interrupt actions. I'm still learning that bit, so I didn't want to not have it and ask to do it later.
Yeah. So essentially, what's
But
gonna
I'll hold on.
This is a good time to explain this really quickly for the new players and listeners. So you're at 27 initiative right now. You just acted. However, your initiative will remain as 27 until the complete end of this first pass. So because you're the first to act, your initiative won't actually drop by 10 until it is your turn again. Which means that any time during this initiative pass, you could choose to use that interrupt action and spend those 10. It comes into play for like Mr. X is a good example, who currently has 12 initiative. He can use that 10 initiative in this pass, even if he takes his turn, and still have the initiative to drop for full defense. So you can spend the initiative anytime during the pass, even if you're going to lose it at the end of the pass, as long as you spend it before the end. If that makes
Okay.
sense.
Then I'll hold on to it for now until I get attacked.
Cool. So that'll bring us then to Blackfeather now.
All right, so I look at this guy who just smashed me across the face, and then I look at my character sheet and see that I can give him a pretty makeover.
Is that a literal makeover?
And
What?
Maybe would that get you a negotiation bonus?
I don't know. Maybe Blackfeather then becomes attracted to him, and it's a negotiation negative.
usually there's a little bit more flirting before we get into the heavy petting like this.
Right.
Do you have leadership?
I default to 7. -2 because of wounds. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm just going to reach my hand out towards him and just try to lift him off the ground with magic and move him away from me
All right.
with levitate.
Cool. Levitate away. Let's see. It looks like the troll will get to roll his strength plus body to resist. So keep that in mind as you set the force for this.
There we go. Somehow I hit the keystrokes to lock my computer.
Oh, nice.
All right, so you got 5 hits. He's a big troll. Let's see what happens. All right, that's 2 net hits. What is the weight?
Is he under
per hit?
400 pounds? Or sorry, is it 200 kilos? Right, this is a metric game.
Yeah, it's a metric game. I think it's 100 kilos per hit, right? Or no. Or is it 200?
I think it's 200 per hit because
Yeah.
it's not actually that hard to lift a troll. We're usually about 350 at best.
Yeah, well, yeah. It was the
200.
difference between if it was times 100 or times 200. But yeah, it is totally 200. So yeah,
Yeah, it's 200 kilos.
you can move him. Was it 5 meters then? Or 6 meters? You did for 6 levitate.
Yeah. So I'm just going to move him 1 meter off the ground and 5 meters away from me.
Cool.
And just to be sure, resist drain does not have the wound modifier attached to it, correct?
Right, it's like a soak test.
Yeah, so tests never take
Okay.
your negatives into effect.
Perfect. And now I have an elf's face.
Oh, you dropped your spell. No, you're gonna ruin
It
it. Now
just-
they know what you.
He clubbed the human out of you, essentially. All right, it is his turn. He is going to continue to try to resist, which I assume is a thing he could do. Or was it one and done? Let me see here. Oh, actually, hang on, because he's not like a corpse spec dude here. Let's see how he reacts.
This guy just smacked in the face, just reaches out a hand, and then suddenly he's flying backward. Like the face launch.
So as he's like flailing desperately through the air, he kind of just panics, and he's gonna take the sort of the baseball bat size club that he has, and he just wings it at you out in desperation. It's coming straight for your head, oddly enough. So go ahead and roll me a defense check.
All right. Luckily, I am too pretty to hit.
Perfect. All right, so you're gonna activate that then.
Yep.
I say
Awesome.
I'll protect the principal if I can.
Oh, totally, yeah.
I guess I could provoke an attack of opportunity from that guy as I try to move away from him, but
I should be able to dodge.
They're back and try to get in front of him. Just get lobbed for the baseball.
Yeah, no. In your moment to sort of, duck out of the way of this, Mr. X, you see just the looming figure of Blue kind of shift her weight and steps on the other side, putting up an arm to sort of shield the bat. Hang on, I have to go to improvised weapons here.
I think takes me a point of edge, right? At least to do it, if not maybe a 5 too.
Yeah, it's both of those things, I do believe.
So do I not do my thing?
Yeah, you do not have to. You do not have to full defense, and you do not have to roll defense. Blue is stepping in line of it instead.
Okay.
It's alright, I have to keep you alive or I lose karma. It's very important. Not the one baseball bat would hurt you.
It's just
I
decapitate.
said, I don't know. One of our GMs nailed Todd with a throwing adept and a collection plate, so I don't know what he's got rolled up here.
I did take 11p from a donation tray at a church at one point.
Oh wow! Just it hits you right in the eye. Just
Yeah. All right, so Blue, you're gonna soak for us. Let's see, with one net hit, that puts it to 9p. As you purposely lean into the bat in order to deflect it from the now elf.
deflecting it with
I
her
feel like
face.
this was completely unintentional. I just backed up a step and kind of
Oh,
knocked him to the side with it.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I think I was finally like straightening up and like made the motion to adjust a tie that wasn't there while staring him down, and then all of a sudden I'm like knocked back down to my knee.
I can't. So the problem, I can't find the improvised weapons list on the encounter builder. So I just ended up taking the normal club. I guess you're still getting hit with a club, so yeah, it's all the same.
He's a troll. He's got an arm, I'm sure.
Yeah,
I'm
he's got an arm for days.
be up to you. You could probably give him an extra +2 because he's throwing it in my back.
Well, he's also levitating, which is he's not exactly on familiar ground.
Perfect.
But yeah, you'll take a bludgeon to the head, and you start to see stars. You see two of Blackfeather for a second, and then they sort of form back into the one. And that brings us to Mr. X.
Well, I just want to. If I take a step back, will that provoke an attack of opportunity, or
That is not a thing.
that's
He
not a thing?
he could choose to spend initiative to do an interrupt action if you step out of his reach, but
Okay.
but there's no like reaction based attacks of opportunity anymore.
I just want to
Out of
take
force
like.
of habit, I call it that. But
I do too.
it's
I do too.
actually
But
an interrupt action.
we're here.
yeah.
We're here to learn. So there's
Alright,
a
well-
familiar mechanic, but it's not.
Okay, that makes sense then. Well, I want to take just one or two steps back and then just shoot him again.
Yeah, taking a step back will get you out of melee, which is a good place to be if you want to shoot a gun.
Yeah.
And
Does
I
he take like a
wanna-
-3 or something?
Yeah, if you're shooting in melee without there's some martial arts you can take that make it easier. But yeah, normally it's a -3 to try to awkwardly shoot a gun in melee. And I want to say the interrupt action is a -7 that he would have to take, so I don't think he can lash out.
Oh, I think so, Frinners. I always get that one wrong. It's either 97 or 95. I can look it up really quick. I need to make that a shortcut because I look it up all the time.
Yeah, I got it here. Oh no, it's only a -5. So
Okay, so he's probably gonna
he will gladly
swing at me.
swing at your face. So yeah, let me resolve that really quickly, and then we'll take those 3 hits.
Okay.
Ooh, 4 hits towards Mr. X.
Ugh. I just roll my defense.
Yeah, standard defense, reaction plus intuition.
You can also full defense and add your willpower if you'd like for a -10 to your initiative.
I don't even know if that's worth it. Because I don't think my
Probably not for
willpower
2
is
more
very
dice.
good. Yeah, not for 2 more dice.
And I don't think you have too pretty to hit, which would have given
No.
you 8 more dice.
Yeah, no, I didn't take that one. Oh,
So that is what's
I'm gonna
called a
edge.
critical glitch.
Yeah, can I edge that or?
You could choose to edge it in order to downgrade it to a glitch at this point.
Okay.
Or you can keep it as a critical glitch and see what happens.
I'm gonna downgrade it for just a glitch. I'd rather
Upside
not.
is if you see what happens and you take it like a champ, the GM might give you your edge back.
Yeah, as a result of letting a critical glitch ride, if you survive, generally you're rewarded an edge point.
Okay, well, okay, fine. Let's see what it does. You know what? We'll just see what it does.
Then I believe this is the perfect time for us to go ahead and take our first 5-minute break. As Mr. X, you go to step back, your foot catches on one of the garbage bags. You tumble backwards just as he's reaching out and slashing at you. You take a blade to the arm as you instinctually put your hands up to block the attack, and then you fall backwards onto the peculiar, pristine leather satchel.
Oh yay!
What have you done?
So we're gonna go ahead and take a 5-minute break here. Let me go and pause the recording.
Wow, so lucky. All right.